Okay, let's start the show off with some video I shot back in 1993 in Europe. We've got some video of a monorail that opened in 1901. That's good. Nothing much happened in the way of monorails until the 1950s as far as advancing the technologies, and two systems were invented then. One was the Alweg system and the other was the Cefege system out of France. GE in the United States had the license to market the Cefege system, and here's a promotional tape they put together about the Cefege system. Isn't it wonderful? Don't you just love those old movies? Kind of reminds me of high school and the 16mm films we used to watch. Anyway, there's a modern era version of that Cefege system in use in Germany. Not too far from Wuppertal. It's in the city of Dortmund. And it's a smaller scale version that still gets up to 35 miles per hour. That was stupid. I just love those old films. They remind me of 16mm films we used to see in school. Some of us anyway. A modern version of the Cefege system is in operation in Dortmund, Germany, and I shot some video here, also in 1993, of this smaller system, even though it goes faster than the Wuppertal monorail. Did that sound stupid?
No.
I just love those old 16mm films. Here's a modern version of Cefege system that operates in Dortmund, Germany. It's a smaller scale version of the GE Wuppertal. Screwed up. Try it again. Rewind. I just love those old 16mm type films. Kind of brings me back to my childhood. Anyway, here's a system in Dortmund, Germany, that is a smaller scale version of the Cefege type monorail. It operates quicker than the monorail at damn. Don't you just love those old style films? They remind me of 16mm films I used to watch in school many, many years ago. Here's a other system that's based on the Cefege monorail. It operates in Dortmund at the Dortmund University in Germany. And it is a smaller scale version, yet it still gets up to 35 miles per hour and is totally automated. That's enough. The United States never adopted the Cefege system for any of the monorails so far. There is a company in Texas named Aerorail that is going to do a steel rail version of the Cefege monorail, hopefully sometime within the next decade. They've been promoting it quite heavily last couple of years. The big winner in the United States was the Alweg monorail system, which was developed by the Swedish industrialist Axel L. Wernergren. And he built a test track in Germany, and the Disney company took notice and built the famous Disneyland monorail in Anaheim. Well, now you've had a brief look at the two major systems developed in the 50s, the Safej monorail system and the Alweg monorail system. Let's take a look where these technologies have really been used. Monorails of Japan is a production that we put together, and it's a 53-minute video about all the monorails in Japan. I, however, will edit this thing down and show just the very, very best stuff for you. Okay, now you've seen a brief look at the major two systems of monorails, modern monorails, the Safej system developed in France and the Alweg system developed in Germany. The only folks in the world to really take these systems and go crazy with them are the Japanese, and that's why we put together a video called Monorails of Japan, and it is a 53-minute video. However, I will edit this thing down just to show you the very best clips and give you an idea of how monorails really can be used in transport. That sucked. Let's try it again. Okay, you've seen a brief look at the Safej system and the Alweg system. Let's see who's really used these monorails and taken them to heart quite a bit. The Japanese have... Okay, one more time. Okay, you've taken a brief look now at... one more time. 3. Alright, we've had a brief look at the Safej and Alweg systems in Europe and in America. Monorails of Japan is the name of a video that I produced. It has to do with the country that has really taken off with monorails. And this videotape is normally 53 minutes, but I will slice it down for you and show you the very best clips. Okay, we've had a look at the Safej system and the Alweg system. Now, who in the world has used these monorails the most? Well, we've made a videotape called Monorails of Japan, and I think that answers the question. This tape is normally 53 minutes. We'll show you the very best clips from it and make it considerably shorter. The end. Okay, since Monorails of Japan was shot, there have been quite a few developments there. There are many more systems being built, and just about every one of these systems is being expanded. What's going on around the world elsewhere? Well, we have the Von Roll Company, and they put together this tape of some of their monorails being built. Let's take a look. The New Jersey monorail is nearing completion. They should be operating by the end of 1995. Okay, that's Von Roll, and The New Jersey system should be running by the end of this year, and there are hopes to extend it to the Amtrak station that hasn't, well. Okay, that's the Von Roll system, and the New Jersey International system that you saw pictured there in computer graphics should be up and running by the end of this year. Elsewhere in the United States, we have the Tampa monorail, and let's take a look at that. Okay, that's the Von Roll system, and the Newark International Airport monorail pictured there in computer graphics is nearing completion and will be operating by the end of this year. Elsewhere in the United States, we have the Tampa monorail, which has been operating since 1991, and here's some home video I shot of that in '92. Okay, what about locally? Do we have anything going on in the San Francisco Bay Area? Well, the folks at BART were trying to get some federal money. There is a suspended light rail program through the FTA, and this is a promotional video showing what they were trying to do with that. What about in the Bay Area? Well, the folks with BART and the Oakland Airport were trying to put together a monorail system not too long ago, but the whole thing hinged on federal money, and that's not coming right this moment. But here's what they had in mind. Alright, well, nothing's happening with the Oakland system right now, but it is a project that's in the future. At some time they're going to have a connector there, and hopefully they will decide upon monorail. Whether it's this type of system or not remains to be seen. Next video is of what they're trying to do across the bay at San Francisco, the San Francisco International Airport. I've saved the best video for last here, or the best hopes for monorail in the United States currently, and that happens to be Las Vegas. And first we'll take a look at the promotional video that Gensler and Associates has put together back when the system was being proposed. We at the Monorail Society have high hopes for the monorail at Las Vegas, and it was quite an exciting project. I've gone over there a couple times, and here's some home video that I shot in December and in February, just a couple weeks ago. Okay, that's a look at the monorails around the world, and thank you for watching. That stunk. Where's the stop button on this thing? Well, I hope you enjoyed our little footage here of different monorails around the world. We're still waiting for that big one to take hold somewhere in the United States, and things might take off as far as monorail, and more folks will be singing the praises of monorail. Okay, that's just a little tour of monorails around the world and in the United States. Here in the United States, we are hoping that something will take hold and more folks will appreciate monorail, and we'll see more of them being built across the country. Alright, that's a few looks. Okay, we've seen quite a few monorails now, and well, you've gotten a pretty good little overview of monorails around the world. We hope that here in the United States they will take hold here in the near future a little better, and more folks will be singing the praises of monorail. Alright, that's our video presentation for today. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the monorails around the world. We hope that here in the United States they'll become more popular in the near future, and that more folks will be singing the praises of monorail. I like that one.